Yeah, the last guy's supposed to.
You want like one hand on the reins and one hand on the horn right there, so you can travel.
Okay, that sounds good.
Hand that horn for balance
Sounds
and
good,
stuff.
man. Thanks.
Well, you'll be right behind me, but we like to keep a 5 feet distance. So because the horses, when they're working, they get kind of territorial. So if Bowie gets too close, they'll look besides these reins right here, pull back about 5 seconds, and then once the distance is good again, loosen up, and he'll walk in the zone. The reason why I say hold back is 5 seconds is if you hold back longer, then it'll reverse.
So I do want to ask you, in terms of the maintenance and the keeping of a farm, like how would you say it is for you guys with all this acreage? Of course, like we just began and it's like all this out here, all this. I'm a city boy, so this is a lot. So I definitely want to know, like, how is it like just keeping everything up, the animals and everything? Like, how is that for you guys?
Well, it's a chore. It's a 7 day. It's 7 days job.
Okay.
You know, and so as far as the maintenance of the property, we don't grow the crops of tobacco and corn and things that they used to on this property. We mainly just ride it. We ride it and we raise buffalo, and so that's the two main things that we have going on now, opposed to what it was when it was settled in 1870, 4,000 acres. It had cattle, tobacco, and woods. The bull's chasing the cows away because he figures you got some grain, so he's the first to feed, and then they eat after him. You know? When the tail's up, that's like beware. You know? Oh, you got that little girl out there.
I know the stress levels being out here, being that this is like your everyday thing, that you was never, like you said, never tired of, never stressed. You come out here, I would come out and just enjoy this view every day. And anytime I'm having like a rough time, you can just be out here and have that view, and it'll like be a problem solver.
Yeah.
It's just different out here.
I'm not saying that there's never any stress on it. There's always something about fencing animal out or something, or whatever you have to kind of deal with. But for the most part, you know, it's a great balance. I'd say it's more tranquility than it is stressful, you know, because I just feel it. And that's
and then having all this oxygen to breathe, I feel like my thoughts are clearer. Like, even for those that are indecisive, you have more oxygen. I feel like you finally make a decision on some things you need to make a decision on.
True. Yeah. Wilderness and going out, or the desert or the beach, you know, it's the same sort of idea. But the people was interesting that lived here, like our grandparents, they lived to 96, 93, because the stress was much less stress. And the thing about it is their diets. They say, oh, you know, bacon's bad for you, whole milk is bad for you. My grandfather, all of his life, he would drink whole milk, egg, and bacon, or in the morning, and at lunch he'd have white bread, you know, mixed with a sandwich on it.
Yeah, I like light skin bread too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he'd have sardines. He'd always have a can of sardines at lunch, though, you know. And in the evening, he'd have that meal, and he would eat so slow. He'd get on me sometimes. It's like, George, he nicknamed me George. He said, chew your food. You eat less. And he would chew every single bite. He lived to 96 years old. And his body wore out, his heart and mind was still going. And in the evening, you'd hear him in the kitchen. He'd clear his throat after taking a little swig of moonshine. You know, maybe twice I saw him kind of tipsy, but he'd just go take a little sip, and that'd be about it.
Yeah. Officially back from a trip. My brother and I were enjoying and celebrating life, celebrating his birthday. If you watch this, Mark, I want you to know I love you, as you know. I was honored that you um, asked me to come with you. But it was a good time. Like, it was really fun. Having an adventure. We woke up at 6 a.m. on a vacation, basically, to go have an adventure for the whole day. And we did that. And that's what we be on. Like, we enjoying our youth, enjoying our life. We dropped the freaking ball. We enjoying life, enjoying our youth, enjoying being, being single, being unmarried. So when we have um, our wives and our kids, we can look back and watch these vlogs and, go back and just think about the memories we have in our hearts and minds and be like, man, we had a good time. Like, we really enjoy ourselves as like young men, as young adults. I just want to leave y'all on a note of enjoy life for wherever you are. Today's actually Valentine's Day. I want to leave you guys on this. Ladies, if you have a Valentine on today, I think that you should know that whether it's your man, your boyfriend, or your husband, especially if it's your husband, I think it's important that you know that us men, that we do love initiated affection, initiated hugs, kisses, all those things, because that lets us know that we are valued far beyond what we can provide, and we are loved non-conditionally in a way whereas we know you really rocking with us and that you really adore us, and think of us as the kings that we want to be to you and for you. And for ladies that do not have a Valentine on today, I think you should know that you are not valued based upon and you are not successful based upon you having or not having a man. Your value and your success is based upon not only what's in your heart, but how you associate yourself with your identity. You knowing who you are in Jesus, you knowing who you are as a woman, and being able to speak things over yourself. Because when you have peace, when you're single, you're gonna have peace when you find that man, or when your man finds you, rather. Because we're supposed to find y'all. When that man finds you, you'll continue to have peace, and you'll know what peace is like, what it feels like, and you will appreciate and know how you want your soul, your mind, your spirit, your emotions to be and to flourish within peace. So when that man finds you, you'll know what that peace is like, and you'll continue to pursue that peace and to maintain it and not give that up for a man. I appreciate you guys that are watching, tuning in. I would like to make some nice, genuine collabs this year, so I look forward to that for whoever that may be and whatever they may consist of. If you buy my hand again, I'm skinning you. With that being said, that is a wrap for today's video. I will see you guys in the next upload. And remember, learn from me yesterday. Make the best of your today and prepare for your tomorrow. Till the next video, I'll see you guys. Stay woke. Go.